Hi everyone, I'm Jingwen. Glad to say hi to you from Paris. I've known Catherine for the past 15 years and I'm so honored to introduce her for the talk today. So our story starts in summer of 2009, right before I got into the middle school. And I met her at the math camp, mostly because I was struggling and really need someone's answer to copy, and she's always the first one to turn in her quiz papers. So I thought maybe there's some room for the answer copy. But later, I just realized that the speed and accuracy are two completely different metrics. And as an 11-year-old kid, I really learned that the hard way. So maybe your first impression about Catherine is that she's a smart and warm girl. But when you know her long enough, you will just find out that the first impression is just a facade of who she truly is. So let me give you some simple examples. When she talked with me about your lead labs and mentioned how challenging it is to provide constructive feedbacks for each other within your squad, what you really don't know is that when you are her true friend, like a 15-year friend, all she provides is constructive feedbacks. When you need the best critiques on your slide, just send them to her, and she will grade you inside out from the structure to content to grammar and even to the extra space in the footnote. So key takeaway here. If you want a high-quality deck, just go get her. But if you want a mentally healthy working environment, please just stay away from investment banker. This is such advice from who is now a grown-up. But call it Stockholm Syndrome or not, I never for once not consolidate her for my life decisions. Because for true friends, she's the kind of person who will do everything to make you succeed. I still remember I called her at 1 a.m. in the early morning when I received my rejection from Tsinghua University. And of course, as a banker, she was still up. She brainstormed with me for 2 hours on my future academic strategy, and with that, I landed in Sciences Po, one of my dream schools. Another time was in Spain. I called her as my wallet was stolen. Helpless as I felt, I could only think of calling her. And she immediately connected with anyone she could possibly find in Spain to help me. From the hindsight, I should have just probably called police first. But I just knew if I call her, I can always be safe. So recently I called her again with the news of my dad's diagnosis of pituitary tumor. And again, without a doubt, she immediately asked her mom to put my dad in touch with the top experts in the field in Beijing. So for these years, I've been so grateful to have her as my best friend. I'm pretty sure that you have seen her as this intelligent and positive girl, while internally she was a guarded and anxious person, ambitious for success and could be almost cruel to herself. She's also extremely thoughtful and deeply desiring for love, but she always manages her expectation to lowest for everyone around her so she won't be hurt and disappointed. So when I heard that she's going to do the talk and finally tell her upbringing story, I was in shock. But at the same time, I'm so proud of her. I knew her struggle moving from Beijing to Arizona when she was 15. I knew her strive to seek external validation from getting good degrees and decent jobs to show that she's valuable and worthy of love. I knew her anxiety or fear of non-lasting relationship and will do anything to preserve a true friendship. I just wanted to tell you that you have done and achieved so much. From the first place of robotics competition in Beijing, to the only Ivy League admit in your high school of your year, to the first ever Cornellian who did dual degree with material science engineering and economics, to the consecutive all-year top-performing investment banker in JP Morgan Hong Kong, and to now, GSB MBA. You have achieved much more beyond my imagination, and I've been so proud of you. I love you as a dear friend, and I hope you never fear, cause like you are, I'll always be there for you. Do you still remember we promised each other back when we were 14 that we will always preserve a guest room for each other, no matter where we ended up with? So I cannot wait to see you in Paris in March to take a staycation together. So with that, let's welcome my life and my friend for life, Catherine Lee.